What is your American dream?
I was born in New York. My American dream is music, and DJing is the one thing that I love.
My family's from Puerto Rico. I was born and raised in the Bronx. My American dream is to achieve success and prosperity through my hard work.
I am from India. I do hope that each one of us realize our own humanity and start helping each other succeed. We are all humanity, and that's the least we should be able to do.
I am from Poland. My American dreams be close to my kids and my grandkids, be happy, enjoy daily life. My dreams are very humble.
I'm from Suriname, South America. My American dream is to take advantage of opportunities to excel at my talents.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Well, Spar and Bernstein has been nothing but great to me throughout my trials. I mean, it's 5 years into this car accident, and they never gave up on me, never. And in everything, they fought for me, and I am so proud to tell everyone, don't even wink for a moment. It's you, Spar and Bernstein. My lawyer here, Mr. Barack, has been a cage animal. He wanted to go on trial, but thank God we settled out of court, and it was something that I'm very, very happy about. So everyone, I'm telling you, I'm not just making stories up. You have to use this law firm. Spar and Bernstein is the best, worldwide best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Put on your shades, gonna get in your
All
eye.
right, this is our one.
Hello! Shoot! I thought that was a gunshot.
What the hell, man?
I thought it was a gunshot.
How was that? You just shot us.
Hold on.
You just shot us. It was supposed to be a sprinkle.
I feel like somebody assassinated me. And you're talking about I'm not getting excited?
It was supposed to be a sprinkle of confetti, and I was supposed to say welcome to our 100th.
All I heard was boom,
I
boom.
thought they were going to kill us. Oh my God, that was just the funniest thing ever. Well, welcome to, I gotta, we're a little delayed here. I gotta watch us get killed.
Our 100 show, people.
Oh my God.
The Brad and Squeeze show has hit 100 episodes.
100 episodes.
And we want to say thanks to each and every
Yes.
one for definitely making it the Brad and
Look, I
Squeeze
have
show.
confetti in my coffee.
Thank God I didn't have any coffee in my cup.
I can't even drink my coffee now.
That was a scary 100
That was very
start.
scary. Scared the hell out of me.
You didn't know it was going to go that
I
loud.
did not know that it was going to be such a huge bang. We're too old for huge bangs like this, Squeeze.
I don't know about you, man. Speak for yourself.
We are too old for that.
I'm not too old for anything.
You're not too old for anything.
Nothing.
You were not too
ready.
old for that.
I'll climb on the Empire State Building
You were
and I'll
not too old for
jump,
that.
knowing
It was
that I'm
supposed
going to
be
land
more-
safely.
It was supposed to be more. By the way, they have more guns for us. It was supposed to be like that.
Oh man,
Oh,
that
my
was interesting. I'd like to see that in slow motion.
Yeah.
Can we get that back in slow motion right now? We should be able to replay that in slow motion.
Oh my God. Anyways, happy 100 to all of those who watch. There are people out there, Squeeze, who watched every
episode.
every one of our 100 episodes. I mean, I know Tamika certainly did. Lisa Bling Bling. Who else?
Nicola.
What?
Nicola.
Jackson. Cordella Willery. Who else do you think? Dane Williams.
Carol Anderson.
Jeff Bossy. I'm not sure if Jeff Bossy watched all 100.
No, he didn't. He came in late.
He came in later.
Well, Carol Anderson.
Carol Anderson, the Tiger,
Cordella.
absolutely. Cordella, I said. There's probably more. I'm Lisa Bling Rose. Did
There's
she
more.
do it? Natalie McLean. Did she watch all 100? If you have watched all 100 of our shows, let us know right now in the comments section. And our social media queen, Kim, is going to check to make sure that you're not lying to us.
Let me.
All right? Our social media queen, Kim, knows exactly.
I got to do a story on this.
What?
Keep talking.
What? What do you have to do a story about?
Story, Brad.
Any
As
event,
in-
did you see, talking about being scared, Squeeze, did you see on Saturday, this is really scary, Hawaii, okay? Hawaiian residents were shaken. An alert went out on a ballistic missile squeeze that a ballistic missile was coming in, and to seek shelter in it. What are you doing?
Go on. Keep doing
to
what
seek
you're doing.
shelter. And then it turns out everybody freaked out. Can you imagine, like, you have like 3 minutes to seek shelter? Like an incoming ballistic missile is on its way, and you live in Hawaii? Apparently, somebody pressed the wrong button, and it went out to all the news. Everybody's cell phone got an alert. While all of this was happening, Trump was on the golf course. He never left the golf course. Apparently the short-lived missile crisis was triggered after someone pushed the wrong button during an employee shift. Multiple celebrities, including Jim Carrey and Jamie Lee Curtis, criticized the Donald Trump. After the missile, Jim Carrey wrote, "I woke up this morning in Hawaii with 10 minutes to live. It was a false alarm, but a real psychic warning. If we allow this one-man Gomorrah and his corrupt Republican Congress to continue alienating the world, we are heading for suffering beyond all imagination." Jamie Lee Curtis wrote, "This Hawaii missile scare is on you, Trump. The real fear that mothers and fathers and children felt is on you. It's your arrogance, hubris, narcissism, rage, ego, immaturity, unstable idiocy. Shame on you for scaring the hell out of everybody." And finally, Jeff Wright, just a random person on Twitter, okay, at JFreeWright.
Right.
Oh, he's a big actor. I apologize. I never heard of him. You know who he is?
No.
I see. Squeeze never heard of him either. What is he on? What is JFreeWright on?
JFreeWright.
JFreeWright. Jeffrey Wright. He's on Westworld. Whatever Westworld is.
Oh, yeah.
You know who he is?
Yeah, Westworld.
You know who the guy is?
Yeah,
All right, so this dude writes, crickets from @RealDonaldTrump as Hawaii receives a false incoming missile alert. Too busy sexting with Stormy Daniels. And you are familiar with Stormy Daniels.
Familiar with a lot.
You're familiar with a lot. Are you familiar with her? Have you ever seen her perform, Squeeze? She's a performer.
Proceed.
What?
Proceed.
She's a performer, Squeeze.
Yeah.
I don't have any cards about her. Somewhere maybe there's cards about her. But in any event, she's a performer. She's a pornographic performer that apparently Donald Trump paid $130,000 to keep quiet right before the election, that she was going to come out and said she had a whole affair with him. And the Donald, about a week before, there she is. Crimes of Passion, one of Squeeze's favorite movies. And of course, Dirty Deeds. There's no number on that, just Dirty Deeds. Squeeze has actually studied all the lines from that movie. It has memorized them all. All of the lines from Dirty Deeds. He uses it, right? What is up now? Desert Stormy and Goodwill Humping. Goodwill Humping. I missed Goodwill Humping. I missed it. It's a story about what, Squeeze?
Don't worry, man. My day will come. I'm going.
Well, anyway, but that's Donald Trump's girlfriend that he paid $130,000 to, the star of Goodwill Humping. So, are we going to be shot again? We will be shot again? All right. 1-800-529-5465.
Can we start the show now?
Yes, 1-800.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's the Brad Squeeze Show. Everybody, let's rock and roll. Happy MLK Day. We were just shot with some confetti for our 100th show. Brad's here, starting off the show speaking about pornographic material.
No, so it was Donald Trump's.
And I kept quiet, you know. It was Donald Trump pornographic material?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Basically about some lady who had some stuff to come out.
Trying to clean up here a little bit.
Yeah, I know this. It's okay. Just leave it. Just leave it. Leave it. You know? So we're here ready to answer your immigration questions. Call us at 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
Just shoot this guy. Can you shoot him, please?
No.
Just shoot him right now while he's doing it.
Listen, anyone shoot me, I'm going to shoot back. I'm going to shoot back.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Shoot back. gonna shoot back. I'm gonna shoot back. See?
Shoot him!
I'm gonna shoot back.
Shoot this guy!
I'm gonna shoot back. 1-800-529-5465.
All right, that's enough shooting. We have enough here. That's our 100th anniversary.
Why is it everything is on my side? Oh man.
All right, let's go. All right, I can't even see anything on my computer right now. You want to go ask everybody to share, please?
No.
No.
Right now, I can't even see anything on my screen. I normally do the most of the sharing. I'm gonna stop.
Right.
Just
All
because
right,
I
so
was
everybody,
shot.
please share. It's our 100th show since we started our studio, the Brad and Squeeze Show. We are here to answer your immigration questions, have a little fun as well, and please.
At Squeeze's expense.
At Squeeze's expense, at Brad's expense also. I got shot also. Okay.
No, I got shot
When I
4
said
times.
shoot him, okay, I'm sitting next to you. I got shot as well. And the telephone number to call to get your immigration questions answered is 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. We're going to be joined by Anna Ascona in about 15 minutes or so to answer your immigration questions on Facebook Live. So leave your immigration questions on Facebook Live. We're going to be answering those questions in approximately 15 minutes. Right now, we're going to be going to our lines.
Phone lines.
Phone lines. It's MLK Day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. And also our 100th live show in our new studio, Brad and Squeeze Show, 1-800-529-5465. And please don't forget to share this page with all your friends and family. Put it on their timeline. Let them know we've done this 100 times in 3 months. 100 times in 3 months, and we'll be continuing to do it. 1-800-529-5465. And we have Karuba in Dallas, Texas, Squeeze.
Karuba. Let's go to Karuba.
Karuba. Maybe all of the shooting affected our phone lines. Hold on, Karuba. Let's go to Kimberly in Brooklyn. Kimberly.
Hey, Kim.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, Kim.
Happy 100th show.
Thank you.
I'm just calling because I have a friend that lives in Jamaica, was recently pled guilty and convicted for selling and possession of cocaine. He holds a 10-year visa. Will he be allowed back into America? Because they didn't revoke his stuff in Jamaica, but I was just wondering if
Squeeze?
he's able to come back.
No.
You've been doing this show now with me for 19 years.
No, he's never
never coming back again. If you have a conviction for cocaine, they are not allowing him. Just because they didn't revoke his visa doesn't mean they're going to let him in the country. He's going to get on an airplane. He's going to come to the airport. They're going to say, "Sir, can you come into the bad boy room?" And in the bad boy room, they're going to hold him for days until they deport him back home. The only way you are ever coming to the United States with a drug conviction these days is if you are a U.S. citizen. Now, sometimes people get deported and they were U.S. citizens, but generally, otherwise, no, unfortunately.
Okay, and there's no way to marry him or anything like that?
You can marry him, but you can't live with him in America.
Oh, he can't come. He can never come back.
Never come back.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Sorry about that.
There goes that relationship.
That's the end of that relationship.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Simone in Poughkeepsie, New York. Simone.
I have a question.
Yes.
Good afternoon, guys. Can you speak on DACA and what it means for persons who DACA expired before the September 5th deadline? Like a lapse of over a year?
Well, I will tell you, there is DACA, October 5th was the deadline. Now, a California judge in the Northern District has made a temporary injunction on that deadline simply because he said that the October 5th deadline was completely arbitrary. Why did they pick October 5th? Why didn't they pick October 10th? Why didn't they pick October 20th? It was a completely arbitrary deadline on why Donald Trump said October 5th and that's it. So he has opened up DACA renewals, not for new DACA applications. In other words, people who had never applied for DACA, you can't do it now. But people who missed that October 5th deadline will be able, immigration is accepting those applications. Do it now because we don't know what the higher courts are going to do. And if they accept the application, they will extend your DACA for 2 more years.
Okay.
All right, so go do it. Okay? All right, thank
All
you.
right, 1-800-529-5465. Once again, people, we're asking you all, listen up. I know Brad did not say this, but I'm saying it. Go to the Facebook page, Brad and Squeeze, share to your own timeline, and share to at least 50 people. Get us to 300 concurrent viewers at the same time, plus more. That's share to 50 of your friends, the Brad and Squeeze live video right now. All right, let's go to another call.
Samantha in West Haven, Connecticut. Samantha.
Sam.
Hi, Brad and Squeeze.
How are you, Sam?
Good.
Good.
Brad,
Yes.
be a little bit patient with me. I know you're not the most patient monkey in the jungle. But
What do you mean I'm a monkey, by the way? What do you mean I'm a monkey?
Figure.
All right. I'll try to be a patient monkey with you. What's up?
Okay. So I have 3 questions,
Yes.
and that's the reason why I'm asking you to be patient with
Okay,
me, because
sure.
I watch your show all the time, and I know you get, especially when the questions are a little stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
I
Boy,
have
she really knows me.
She knows you. Sam, you know him, Sam.
My patience is very thin.
Sam,
these
you
days.
know him.
Yes.
Go
All
ahead.
right. What's the question?
Okay, so I have a cousin who just
All right.
got
That's
married
enough,
in
Sam.
Jamaica.
I've had it with you. No, well, all right. Go ahead.
I have a cousin who just got married in Jamaica to her U.S. citizen husband.
Right.
However, her name she noticed that the marriage license, she has a complete different middle name on the marriage license that she wants to send into immigration or whatever. When she looked on her birth certification, she noticed that it's a complete different name. But because Squeeze, you know how the system is down there, slow and everything.
Yep.
She's wondering if she could go ahead and put the papers in without changing the name, because she doesn't want to go through the process because it's slow and all that.
Why is there a different name? Because maybe you're like telling Squeeze, like, yeah, you know what it is like down there. So what is it? She has a middle name on her birth certificate, but she grew up thinking her middle name was something different? Or
Yes, and so on the marriage license, she gave a whole different middle name when she was getting married, and then on her birth certification, it's a different middle name.
Yep.
Well, I would submit it and just a letter or an affidavit explaining why the middle name is different, and it should be okay.
Okay.
All right. What is
So
the second thing?
He's not committing any fraud or anything like that, and they won't tell her that's not her?
No, because she's giving a letter saying why the name is different. You know, it's on her birth certificate. She's not trying to, pull one over on anybody. You know, maybe the situation is my mother gave me the name of Sally, and since I was 2 years old, everybody called me Mary. So that's what I've always been known as. And I never really looked at my birth certificate. And I look at my birth certificate, and guess what? It says Sally, although I've been Mary the entire time. So Sally is Mary, Mary, Sally, same person.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
And
Just
they won't
whatever.
think that she's trying to commit fraud or anything like that.
I mean, based on what you told me, no. I mean, if it's a more devious situation, then maybe, I don't know what the reason is why her, if it's just a basic, like, nonchalant, like, whatever, I didn't, nobody knows my middle name and I go by some other name, then yeah, I mean, I don't see a big deal. But I mean, if it's something more devious, then obviously they should speak to me.
Okay. All right. Second question. I've been arrested before. I've been out of the country twice or 3 times since I've been arrested, but the charges were dropped and I got my disposition and all that. Been out of the country, been coming back, and they give me a little bit of hassle, but they let me go and they let me come back into the country. However, what I want to know is, with the whole situation with Trump, ever since he became president, I haven't felt comfortable to leave to go on a vacation because I'm worried. I know that nothing's really changed in terms of law. But, what if somehow I leave and, I'm coming back and they, decided that, how Trump is unpredictable.
He is unpredictable. So yes, that certainly is a concern. What about becoming a citizen?
Well, I spoke to another lawyer, and they told me that because it was a fight, some good moral character against me, I have to wait until 5 years.
How long is that? How long has it
been? This happened in 2004.
2004?
Well, that brings me to my other question. I'm eligible to file in. This happened in 2014. Sorry, I'm eligible to file in next year. So I want to know, is let's say I'm coming back into the country, and I know you guys, I have your number stored and everything. I heard you guys say dial, save the number. I
That's
did
true.
that. I'm one
Right.
of those persons who did that.
Good.
So what if I'm coming in late night? Is it, can I reach one of you guys? Let's say I get arrested.
Listen, if you come in at, whether you come in at 1 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning, you have our telephone number, but there's nothing I can do. I can't come to, no immigration lawyer can come to the airport and pull you out of a secondary inspection, simply because you have no right to an attorney until you get admitted to the United States or you go see a judge. So whether you call me at 1 in the morning or 1 in the afternoon, I can't come see you. The only thing I would suggest is 2 things: is you always demand to see a judge, okay? And then when you get to see a judge, obviously you have a lawyer who is present to help you.
Okay, so now, like I said, I'm eligible to file for my citizenship.
But based on what you're telling me, as long as the case was dismissed, you should be okay. Trump can change rules, but he can't change laws. And the law says if you don't have an inadmissible offense, you're allowed in America.
Okay. Well, so how soon, because I'm still waiting for my the 5 years, which is next year, July. How soon can I put in the papers next year for citizenship?
Wait until the full 5 years, and that way there's no issue.
Okay, so I couldn't put it in like I know you'd say 3 months before. I have to wait the full 5 years.
Wait the full 5 years, correct.
Okay. All right. One last question.
Yes.
What do you know about Operation Junus?
Operation what?
Junus.
What's Operation Junus? I don't know anything about it.
Well, I was reading an article that says that they were naturalizing people.
Oh. Yes, they have denaturalized about 70 some odd people. I didn't know what it was called, but they have denaturalized about 70 some odd people who had aggravated felonies and should never have become citizens. And that information was withheld from the Immigration Service in the application process, and that information was never discovered by the Immigration Service in the naturalization process. And had they known about this, they would never have made that person a citizen. So it's just people with very serious crimes that kind of snuck through. There's about 70 or 80 that they discovered that they're going through the denaturalization process. But it's nothing to worry about on a large scale basis.
Okay. Reason why you will be my lawyer.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
There you go, Sam.
All right, there you go.
Thanks a lot for reaching out, all right? Happy MLK Day, okay? 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Once again, people, we're asking you all to share in groups that you're a part of. And if you're not a member of any groups, come on, you're on Facebook, you should be a member of groups. So subscribe to some groups out there. Share for Kim, share for me, share for Brad, share for everybody, and share to at least 30 of your friends on your timeline. Share on your timeline and share to at least 30 of your friends.
All right, so let's go to Dennis. And right after Dennis, we're going to find Anna in our social media check-in.
Okay.
Dennis in Brooklyn. Dennis.
Hello, Brad.
How are you?
I'm good. I've been listening to you for years. I'm in Jamaica, and I come up here and I listen to you. And you have to help out some family members of mine. And Happy 100 show.
Thank you. And by the way, this is not our 100th show ever. It's our 100th show in our new studio. We've been doing this for 20 years. Right, as you know.
I know.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Brad, my question is, my son is petitioning for me to get a green card. He's a citizen. But he's a citizen.
Right.
And my issue is now on the form, on the I-485, it said I should give them my employment history.
Yes.
I'm working like at a place for a couple of years, but they said for the last 5 years. Is it okay to give them the place where I work?
Sure.
So there's no repercussion to the employer?
No. Well, listen, they could always go to the employer and say, hey, you hired somebody illegally, but you have to worry about yourself. And what yourself is you don't want to lie or misrepresent what you did when misrepresenting, saying I didn't work when you did is a reason to deny you, but saying I worked and worked illegally is not a reason to deny you when you're being filed for by your son. So tell the truth. You gotta worry. You gotta worry about number one, and don't step in number two.
Someone is looking after the paper. Someone is looking after the paper.
Number two.
Someone is looking after the paper. They said I should put on the paper that I'm self-employed.
Well, I think maybe you should come in for a consultation. Okay, now that's lying for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, see, that's just dumb advice. Why lie when you can tell the truth? Why climb over a fence?
When you can walk through the door.
Walk through the door.
It's open.
Worry about number one. And if you lie, you're stepping in number two.
Yep.
Let's find Anna Ascona, our social media GD.
Is she going to get shot too?
I don't know. Anna.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Are you shooting Anna?
Happy
Yes.
Happy 100th
Thank
episode.
you.
Are you set?
Thank you.
I'm looking
Thank you.
forward to being a part of the next.
Yes. Oh God! They keep shooting us. Stop! Stop, please!
Shoot!
No. Oh my God! All right. So meanwhile, we have uploaded the video that you wanted us to show. And Anna's from Miami. She is a DJ and a correspondent on La Musica. She joins us every
Not a
month.
DJ.
Not a DJ. Excuse me. What are you?
Not a DJ.
I thought you are. You don't.
I'm a producer.
You are a journalist. My apologies. My apologies.
Yes, and I produced it.
My apologies.
No problem. No worries.
My apologies. And she joins us every Monday and Tuesday.
Keep it up, man. You're gonna get it.
She joins us every Monday and Tuesday. And let's see your most recent video. This is the one of your more favorite ones, right?
Yes, it's the last one that we
Last
just
one you
posted.
did. Let's see.
Yeah.
¿Qué lo que mi gente? Welcome to Ana Reclama. Let me ask ya, ¿ustedes se consideran Afro-Latinos? I bet most of you guys don't. But the reality is, you would be surprised at how many of you do carry the African blood in you. Yo personalmente sí me considero Afro-Latina y es algo que siempre tengo que defender porque muchos me miran y me dicen, ¿pero tú no eres negra? Yeah, I am. It's not about the color of my skin or what I look like, because la realidad es que en África hay africanos que son de diferentes colores y tamaños. Like hello, in South Africa, they're white Africans, and that doesn't make them less African. Y también, I'm Dominican, ¿y de dónde tú crees que vienen los dominicanos? Mainly Europe and Africa. Lo que todavía no puedo entender es que muchos dominicanos y latinos en general no se consideran afro-latinos. Es como que piensan que es algo malo o una ofensa, porque cuando yo digo que yo soy afro-latina, muchos dominicanos me dicen, los dominicanos no son africanos. O cuando le preguntas a un latino mulato que si es negro, siempre dicen, no, yo no soy negro. Why do you even sound like you're offended by the question? What's the big deal? And why does it even matter if you are? Anyway, it's time to educate yourself. Primero que todo, vamos a hablar de la música latina. ¿De dónde tú crees que viene el merengue, los tambores, el palo y la bachata? From African musical elements. El reggaetón viene de influencias del hip hop. ¿Y de dónde viene el hip hop? De influencias afroamericanas. ¿De dónde viene la salsa? From Latin jazz. ¿Y de dónde viene el jazz? Its roots come from both African and European sounds. Y también la cumbia, los tambores de la cumbia, African influences. I think you guys get the point. Pero sin ofender a nadie, creo que toda esta ignorancia viene de la falta de educación acerca de este tema. Y hablando de ignorancia, recently I saw a clip from Love and Hip Hop Miami, donde Mara la Negra es cuestionada acerca de su color de piel y su físico. Young Hollywood from Love and Hip Hop straight up told Mara la Negra that her fro makes her less elegant.
So I can't be elegant if I have a fro?
Yeah, I guess so.
All I gotta say is, that sounds ridiculous. My curly hair or my straight hair doesn't make me less attractive or more attractive. Y al que no le agrade la apariencia del curly hair, que no mire pa' mi lado. But that's besides the point. Clearly, Young Hollywood had no idea what Afro-Latina meant.
Being an Afro-Latina, I think I embrace it as much as possible.
Afro-Latina, elaborate. Are you African? Or is that just because you have an afro?
Yeah, dude. African American means from Africa and America. Afro-Latino means from Africa and Latin America. I just need you guys to really understand that Latinos are black, white, Indian, tall, short, etc. Así que no hay un solo look que identifica a los latinos. So I hope you really give it thought next time you answer about being Afro-Latino, or next time you question a Latino who considers him or herself black. Anyway, cuéntame usando el hashtag Ana Reclama, ¿por qué piensas que a los latinos le cuesta mucho trabajo aceptar sus raíces africanas? Peace.
That was, I love that. Yes, being an African American means you are from Africa and you're American, and being an African Latina means you are from Latin America and originally from Africa. Makes Duh.
Yes.
Duh. I can't believe that, like, Squeeze is like, she makes sense, right?
Of course she makes a lot of sense.
Yes. We don't even speak Spanish and we got it.
No, I mean it's a constant struggle that, especially like, you know, being from Dominican Republic, a lot of people don't understand, like, oh, but where do Dominicans come from? And having to explain to them that, you know, our roots come from Africa and from Europe.
Right.
But a lot of Latinos refuse to accept that our roots mainly come from Africa. So that was kind of like why I did this rant.
and also there was indigenous people there when the Europeans came and before the slavery, and then also I know in some countries people from India came and people from China came as well, and it's a whole correct.
Know your history, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
True.
You know your history.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
And most of our, you know, I explained about all of our genres, like merengue, bachata, salsa.
Right.
They all come from
And
African
the musical
sounds.
instruments, right? The whole nine.
Yeah,
yards, right?
everything.
Pretty cool.
Right.
Everything.
Right.
The banjo.
Yes.
All of that.
Annakie? Where does Annakie come from?
Africa.
Africa.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's an original.
So a lot of the
African
people are. A lot of the people are saying that to remember that they don't speak Spanish. Well, I just want to let you guys know I'm a bilingual journalist, so a lot of my content is in Spanglish, which means a mixture of Spanish and English. Okay. In case you guys are wondering where the Spanish comes from.
And in case everybody's wondering, it's one of the reasons why you're also here, because we would love the Latin community to also tune in more.
Yes,
to us,
yes.
Just had to bring that across.
We're looking forward to bringing in more Latinos.
We are in no way, shape, or form biased or prejudiced or one-sided. We are the Brad and Squeeze Show.
Yes.
All right?
All right, let's go for it.
You got one color on that side, one color on this side, one color on that side.
By the way,
got colors all around. It's the United Nations.
I don't know if do you know, I think I told you, I put it up on my social media. I went to this, you spit in this little thing and you send off your saliva and it tells you where you're from, your ancestry is from. So I did it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the DNA, yeah.
I did my DNA. And it turns out I'm 98% Ashkenazi Jewish, 2% Asian. And my Asian DNA comes from 6 generations ago, but nobody seems to know in my family who was Asian. But we have 2% Asian, and I'm 98% Ashkenazi Jewish. And they also said, and I don't understand why this is something that I would be proud about, that I am more Neanderthal than 95% of the people in the world. I don't know what that means. Like I'm a caveman. Like my
Seriously, Brad, you needed them to tell you that?
Yeah, like I don't know, I guess, the hairy chest, right? The unibrow going across, I guess, I don't know. I'm very cavemanish. My DNA comes back from. So
interesting.
I want to take that. I want to do that test. I want to know all of
it's really
my history.
It's really cool. It's really cool. And what's very funny is I did it with a friend of mine, and apparently mine was very easy. I got mine back in a week.
Okay.
It was like
it
was like very simple. You're Jewish. What are you, stupid? And my friend did it, and they're still waiting. And we sent it in at the same exact time, and they're still waiting. So I'm like, you must be one big butt. They can't figure out who you are. So. All right, let's go to our questions.
We have a lot of questions.
Okay.
So let's start with Jay Carter. He has a couple questions. Good morning. My wife is going for her citizenship soon. She moved to South Carolina. The thing is, she changed her address, but she didn't change it on her green card. Is it a must to have the change on her green card?
No, but you should do it. You do an AR-11. That's what you do. It's a simple thing to do. He
also wants to know how long should he expect to wait to receive a response after sending his I-130?
About 6 to 8 months.
And speaking of DACA, he wants to know the definition of DACA.
Deferred action for childhood arrivals.
Janet Linton asks, I filed for my kids the I-130 and changed my address, which is in a different lockbox. Will they change my filing to that lockbox when I notify them the change of address?
The lockbox meaning like the service center where you're living. It's very possible they'll transfer the case to the service center or the local office where you're living. Yes.
Rondre Pantry.
Excuse me
How
1
soon
second.
after-
They're getting ready
Don't
for
do it.
guns
Don't
again.
do it.
No
Don't do it.
guns.
Don't do it.
Put the guns away. No more guns. All right, I'm sorry. Continue. I just have to make sure they knew not to shoot it. They were just going to shoot us randomly.
They're trying to knock you guys down.
Yep.
Rondre Pantry. How soon after I change my address should I notify USCIS, and what form should I use?
AR-11. Every time you move, it's an AR-11. It's such a simple thing to do.
Every time I hear an AR, that's like you got AR-15. That's like the name of a
Isn't
gun.
that a gun or
Yeah,
something?
it's a gun.
Yeah.
The
Assault
repercussions.
rifle
Yeah.
stands for. But it's also, I don't know why they call it AR-11. I have no idea what the AR stands for.
It's AR-15.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
Sprout Francis, I am F2A and just wanted to know, after sending DS-260, what's the next step?
Yeah, your case should be transferred down to the local office for a visa appointment at the U.S. Embassy, wherever your spouse is.
Aretha Marcelo, how do I file to bring my stepdaughters to the U.S. to visit?
To visit, they go in to get a visitor's visa. If you want to file for them for a green card, you file I-130s.
U.S. Ford Series, how do I file for my citizenship? I am a green card holder.
N400.
Sophia Gray, when you get married, what do you have to do first to file? I assume for her green card.
If you're in the United States, an adjustment application, which is I-45, I-130, I-864, I-765, I-131. $1,760 to the Department of Homeland Security.
Shango, how do you file I-485 if you're in removal proceedings?
You don't. You need permission from the judge.
Alana Maria, if someone who has been detained by immigration for overstaying a B-1 visa is out on bond, files for divorce for their spouse in Jamaica, how would that work? Do you have to be a resident of New York or a certain amount of time for a certain amount of time?
No, you just have to be physically living in New York State for 2 years to do a divorce in New York. Doesn't matter what your status is.
Sebastian Ayamir, I got my green card through marriage, but I am divorced now after 18 years of marriage. My green card is 5 years old. I got married almost 2 years ago and filed a 130 for my current spouse 9 months before my 5-year anniversary. The application was accepted, but approved yet. Am I going to have issues with my citizenship application?
Not only are you going to have issues with your citizenship application, but you're going to have issues with the I-130 because it's not going to get approved. You can't file an I-130 for a spouse, for a second spouse, if you got a green card through the first spouse for the first 5 years of you having a green card. And the question's going to come at your citizenship. Was the first marriage BS for you to get a green card? How did you get married so quickly thereafter? Not to say it doesn't happen, just saying those are going to be, you got to be prepared for it.
Okay, we have a question in Spanish, so I'm going to translate it.
Sure.
Martha she says she has no interest in coming to the United States, but her husband wants to speak to someone, and she would like a number where he can call. He was in the military.
Okay, so we habla español en la oficina de Spar and Bernstein. Okay.
El número, the number.
1-800-529-5465, if you can tell her in Spanish.
1-800-529-5465 es el número para que puedas llamar para una consulta.
Gracias.
Okay, Shine Williams.
Thank you, that's about it. We have other lawyers who speak Spanish, it's not me.
Okay, y también tienen abogados que hablan español con quien puedes hacer la consulta. All right, I just explained that you guys have attorneys that speak Spanish. Okay, so Shine Williams, should a conditional green card holder file joint taxes with spouse even if they don't live together for the last 2 years?
Should if they're not living together and it's a conditional resident, then you should be getting divorced because you need to prove it was a real marriage at some point in time. You don't want to lie and make stuff up when it's not true. So in that situation, you should come speak to us and see what's going on.
Diane Hudson. Hey, I'm married to a U.S. citizen and will be adjusting my status. I have 2 daughters. One is 17, the other is 19. When I filed for my 19-year-old, she was 18 before I got married. But now when I filed for her to get her green card. I'm worried that if she turns 21, if it's going to affect.
No, because as long as your spouse is filing for her, her age is cut off under the Child Status Protection Act on the day the child is filed. So if your spouse files for her tomorrow, no matter how long it takes, she's under 21. Just the I-130 has to be filed before she's 21 if you're being filed for by the stepfather who's the U.S. citizen.
Okay, and LaCoy Lindsay, if I put an I-130 petition for my wife and it's processed, could I file for the I-485 form before the I-130 is approved?
Yes, if you're a citizen.
Christopher Isaacs wants to know, what's the approximate total cost for filing for your 19-year-old unmarried child? I'm a U.S. resident.
If the child's in another country, $535 for the I-130. If the child's here in the United States, you're going to do an adjustment, $1,760.
Jojo, good afternoon. I'm asking for a friend. She has been out in the country for 7 years and also has 3 kids. She got married to an American citizen last year and filed her own documents and submitted them last year. She just did the biometric in December. I was wondering, does she need help from a lawyer for future immigration paperwork?
Yes. You're asking a lawyer if you need a lawyer, and the answer that a lawyer will
Wonder
always
what a lawyer's gonna say
is yes, you need a lawyer.
You're not going to say no.
I'm not going to say no. All right. So, how many? We have a lot more?
We have a couple more.
All right, let's go quickly.
LaCoy Lindsay, if I file I-130 for my wife and it's in process, do I have to wait for the I-130 to be approved before I file for the I-485?
No, do it together.
Yannick Miller, I just want to know how much would everything cost overall after getting married to a U.S. citizen and then doing the change of status, the lawyer, paperwork.
I don't have a legal fee for you, but the filing fee is $1,760.
Joe Tex Knox, my mom is a citizen of the U.S., but she's retired. She filed for me, but the processor said there is no space for me until 2021. I told her to forget that at my age she's not using a lawyer. Is this a waste of time?
I think she should come speak to me. You never know. Just because you're going through one process and a lawyer's saying this is it, doesn't mean there's not another process you can go through. Or it doesn't mean necessarily that the process that the lawyer's taking you through is the fastest way. So you should always go get a second opinion. Preferably with me, because I know what I'm talking about.
The last question, Lovable Headlamb. You are an adult in the States on a visitor's visa and completed an I-130 along with an adjustment document. What will happen?
Say that again?
You're on a visitor's visa and you completed an I-130 along with an adjustment document. What will happen?
An interview for your green card.
And a couple more questions just came in.
Okay.
Keith Store, if I'm married to a citizen, when can I apply for my 19-year-old son in Jamaica?
If the marriage happened before 18, the citizen should be doing it now. If the marriage happened after the child's 18, once you get your conditional green card.
Sure wants to know, Brad, in February of 2016, my husband, who is my kid's stepfather, filed for myself and my 2 kids. My son was 17 at the time and my daughter was 20, and they denied my daughter. What should she do?
Come see us. Let me see what was done.
Master Don Coco, I was granted asylum and my wife's court date was recently canceled since we provide proof she was under my claim for asylum. I'm about to file for my green card, but my tax filing status was married filing separate. Will that affect my green card issuing?
No, but you should be amending it to married filing jointly with your wife. There's no reason not to.
Charmaine Scarlett, I'm a permanent resident. I've been here for almost a year. My children are in Jamaica. My children in Jamaica were on my filing, but were dropped off when they became 21. What's the best way to go about trying to get them here the quickest possible?
Who's 21? I misunderstood the question. Somebody's 21?
Yeah, her kids are 21 right now. They became 21 and they've been dropped off, so she's trying to bring them here.
Let her come in and see us. I'm not sure who's sponsoring her. Maybe there's something under the Child Status Protection Act.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to get going now because we only have about 10 minutes to go, Anna. And thank you very much for joining us on our 100th anniversary We do have to get to USA Credit quickly. We have about a 5-minute video on the best of our first 100 days here. Squeeze?
Oh, we do?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So let's talk USA Credit quickly.
Guns blaring?
Guns blaring. You ready for USA Credit? When Squeeze gives the deal, the guns are going off.
By the way, I have a picture of the day.
What's the picture of the day?
I hope Jill puts it up.
I don't know. What is this picture behind us here?
You want to see the picture of the day?
Yeah, let's see the picture of the day.
I can show you the picture of the day.
Let's see the picture of the day. We're running out of time. We don't have time for a picture of the day. Let's see the picture of the day. Wipe your mouth when you're done. That's disgusting. All right. So USA Credit Repair. Squeeze, you want to give a 100 show special for USA Credit Repair.
What would you like it to be?
I would like it to be free consultation.
What?
And I want it to be whatever you want it to be. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. Everybody call right now to USA Credit Repair, 1-800-USA-7177, 1-800-872-7177. How about 100 days free?
100 days free.
Really?
Really?
Seriously?
Seriously.
Seriously?
100 days free credit repair.
No, the first 100 people.
First 100 people.
Okay. The first 100 people
will get what?
Will get, I don't know. You tell me.
We will send Kim over to shoot you like this.
Oh, whoa,
don't shoot. I'm kidding.
Hold on. Just call 1-800-872-7177. You guys have a
1-800-872-7177. You know what? For our 100 show, you get absolutely nothing. But I promise you that if you call, they're gonna give you. They guarantee you that your credit's up in 90 days or your money back. 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. Squeeze has his camera out to film us getting shot. Here we go. The USA Credit shot of the day. Ow! That really hurt. That was right in my face.
Yes, that's where it should be, man.
Wow, that really hurt. You really shot me.
Yeah, I got shot earlier.
Wow, that hurt. You don't aim it right at the person.
That's what you should do.
You aim it up in the air. She aimed it right at me and hit me right in. Could have blinded me. Jeez, literally could have blinded me. Oh my God, hit me right in the chin. Am I bleeding here?
Yes, you are.
You don't aim it literally
you're so red.
at the person.
You're so freaking red right now.
Yeah, you don't aim it. I mean, it missed. It could have hit me in the eye, blinded me. Seriously, you aim it in the air. Who taught you to do this?
Whose big idea was it?
All right. It is our 100 show. They almost killed me and blinded me here in the studio. All right. 100 show. Let's watch our best of our first 100 days. Welcome everybody.
Hello.
You know, nobody. It was supposed to be the Brad and Squeeze show up to about 15 seconds ago, but we have some technical difficulties with Squeeze. He lives in an apartment on the 54th floor that has no elevator service. Which is crazy. All right. So, what's going on in the news, Squeeze? What are you doing?
They told me to take my scarf off.
What are you doing?
Coming to a theater near you, the Brad and Squeeze show.
Did you say law offices of Spar and Bernstein? Law offices of Spar and Bernstein.
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 I love to hear when Brad pronounces the word because. Because? Well, am I saying it wrong? Watch Squeeze walk right through the video. Hello, Squeeze. All right, the Trump administration, Squeeze, while you are, I have no idea what you're doing. The Trump administration, and by the way, Pauline Williams is chiming in on all of this, and she says you guys can just sit there looking pretty while we wait for calls. You guys just entertain us. That's what we're doing.
I just hang out, That's it.
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 That's a zit? Is that what you're saying?
Zit.
Zit?
Say because.
Because. Because. That's it. We are going to do immigration. Let's go. Let's start running through the immigration questions. He's got a lot of issues. Guns, weed, lying to a girlfriend, married to somebody else. You need a lawyer. A very, very funny lawyer. A lawyer with a lot of comedy in him.
Are you eating the candy with the wrapper?
That's what it says. Nothing like good plastic in your mouth. I got work to do here.
Right.
I got the Brad and Squeeze show to do. The sun is shining. The world is still here. Except my thing here is all screwed up. Where in the world is Squeeze?
Brad, if you fall down on the floor right now, do you think I'd give you mouth-to-mouth resuscitation?
It is a good question. Let me list all the technical difficulties we have.
And they would notify me of anything else. I received an email that my name was updated for my I-765, but she hasn't received her biometrics or anything else.
What the hell was that? Nothing like good plastic in your mouth, dude. That just doesn't.
That doesn't sound right. Because.
No, not because.
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 Because. This is a non-Trump story show from now on. Unless, of course, he says something absolutely outrageous or something regarding immigration. He sent us the President Trump troll.
So what you're saying is, I completely disagree with it.
He has no lights that work in his apartment, so nobody can see him in Skype.
Because?
Because.
Because.
I don't know why they say you can eat this wrapper. I finished the candy and the wrapper, I'm still chewing the plastic.
Let me give some credence to the mongoose.
Yes. We're here Saturday for the Great Pumpkin Dog Halloween Costume Contest. I'm glad I got that right.
The mongoose was brought to Jamaica ages ago because Jamaica was infested with snakes. I'm going to get your personal life back. You're single, right?
Bells. I am single, yes.
So you can sing Single Bells.
Single Bells.
The mongoose killed off the snakes. Lo and behold, after the mongoose killed off just about all the snakes.
There were too many mongooses.
You can't find any snake in Jamaica now. Single bell, single all the way.
The Smithsonian
Because.
Because. I never heard that before. One love. Don't call your co-host an idiot. Single bells. Single bells.
Stuck in the elevator, had to take the stairs.
Because.
No, what is C-A-U-S-E?
Cause.
Right. So put B in front of it.
Because.
But the mongoose killed off the snake. Lo and behold, they found out the snakes were not poisonous.
I'm mad at him. I'm not giving him a high five right now.
Are you saying
yes
that Natasha is your girlfriend?
I guess I'm saying that, yes. This is the Brad Son Squeeze Show, and we will be with Mr. Squeeze. Hopefully he will make it down his 54 flights of stairs. I'm dreaming of a single Christmas. I don't know what I am. Maybe everybody is saying it wrong and I'm saying it right, you know? Did anybody ever think of it that way?
What do you enjoy about the show?
Everything.
Everything.
I enjoy you guys fighting.
Yes.
I enjoy the advice you guys give.
Yes.
We want to know something. This show would not be us without us being ourselves.
Correct. Ourselves is never on time. What I have learned is after 19 years of knowing you, no matter what I say, you're going nowhere. You become their best friend.
He has become, believe it or not, my best friend.
We're going to end the show now, but she...
So Brad and Squeeze.
So Brad. This was typical of what we did last year, right? This is Lucky.
And this is T-Bone.
This is T-Bone. Hello. Hello. You're holding it very awkwardly, T-Bone. All right. Wait, this.
Oh,
wait
man.
A second. I got to pull this thing here. And now the balloons come down.
Everything comes down. Everything.
All right. That's our 100 show, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow.
100!
Okay.
The proceeding was information only.
Do we have enough confetti?
Advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465 And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?